there's so much damaged people out there, but they're not they're not willing to heal themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So the damage is there, and they still bring that same damage on. Instead, whilst you are damaged, you come out of the relationship, you heal yourself, and then you move to the next part. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is you then go and meet the next person, and you don't have the mental issues and them toxic traits, which you bring on next to the next person. Bro, I'm gonna show you something. Check this.
Bro, that don't make sense. Yo, what are you telling me, people?
What's good? Come
on, episode 7 out here. We're back.
So, this episode comes out after Christmas, so I hope you guys have had a good Christmas and had a lovely end to last year.
Come on.
So, today we're going to talk about, is it harder to find a relationship, or is it harder to maintain a relationship?
Trust. Big question. That's the one. But yeah, this one's it's gonna be juicy. I can tell.
I feel like we got enough books written on this topic, bruv.
Trust me. So, where should we start off?
So, why is it harder to find a relationship?
Because nowadays it's not even. Some people don't want a relationship, bro. I feel there's many people that want to be loved, but they want to actually go the next step. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
they kind of want the intimacy.
Yeah, they want what a relationship has, but then sometimes it's just too much. Some people can't handle it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they'd rather just stay single, and a lot of it lately is social media. It's a big thing. You see girls all up on the Instagram, and the thing is
I do feel like the reason why it's harder to find relationships now is because definitely social media right now has the biggest part to play in anything like that.
Yeah, because
to be honest, in all the world's problems right now, social media has the biggest part to play, bro.
I mean, it's a problem, but it's also not a problem. You know what I mean? Because it's one of them platforms where anyone can see anything.
Yeah, of course.
But then also, within a relationship, being on social media, I just think it also depends on the person. Because some people lately now, they come from shit relationship backgrounds, where they've either been hurt, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Cheated on, loads of shit. And I feel the reason why it's also harder to find a relationship, or even find yourself talking to someone or be in a situationship, because it's someone else might have been hurt by something, but then they bring that into something
baggage.
new. Do you know what I mean?
Baggage,
they're now wary about this person. They might have even met their soulmate with all they know, but now because of the internet, they're thinking, "Cool, I've now got to be cautious. I can't make the same mistakes I made before in my last relationship. So now let me look on his social media. What is he doing? Do you know what I'm saying? Some people, I feel like
it's a trait, isn't it? It's them toxic traits. Maybe I'll say it's
I hear it. Good. It's good to protect yourself. Don't get me wrong, but it's also in a way.
There's a line.
Wait until you find someone. Do you know what I'm saying? Wait until you find someone, get to know someone, and I guarantee if they give you the vibe of I need to be checking their shit, you should tell yourself look, this ain't the person for me. Or I can't. Why are you gonna put yourself through all of that? To be in that same situation.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? It's almost if you're giving someone a chance to love you, but then you're also making it harder for them to love you.
You're still looking for the problem.
Do you know what I'm saying? Even though the problem is mainly some people, this is where a lot of people don't want to own up, because the problem is them. Do you know what I'm saying? They're the problems, but they're I won't change. I'm not willing to do this. But if you then look back and actually take a step back and think, why didn't this thing work with someone else? Or what happened here? There's certain things you can kind of learn from. Do you know what I'm saying? And the big thing also, a lot of people assume shit from social media and shit like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And in that way, some people just don't want to deal with that.
You're right there, because imagine because of social media. Because obviously we're talking about now why it's hard to find a relationship. Yeah. Because of social media, come on, you know how it's with me, bro.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I had so much female friends, but never once did I do a madness with none of them.
Yeah, that's
do you what I'm saying? You know me, bro. Never. But now to someone now looking out, looking into it.
Looking like you're some player.
Yeah, it looks like I was like some
you know
sort of stud. But then I'm thinking, amount of times, like back in the days, bro, you have like girls come to you, oh, you must be a player, you must be what the fuck, like who told you that, like, but it's obviously because they're seeing it through social media.
That's what they're seeing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like, and in a weird way, like I feel back then it wasn't like I wasn't wary of what I was doing. Like for me back then, social media was just social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like now I've grown up and I've seen a lot of shit. Even that, like what you're saying, the whole assumptions from people and certain things. It's like in a weird way, it's safer to stay on social media.
Yeah, of course. Nowadays, it definitely is, bro.
Because it's like it's just one of them things you're almost giving the internet, or you're giving someone a chance. Do you know what I mean? Something to just talk about, and it doesn't stay like that because no matter what, like now, like say your example, you got like loads of female friends. Like back then, like bro, I feel. Within our group of friends, we all had female friends. You know what I'm saying? Like we were cool with everyone. Like there'd be times where we'd be chilling and it'd be like 5 boys, 5 girls. Like, do you know what I mean? It would just be, and nothing was ever like mad. It would always be cool. But then nowadays, it's like, even then, like to think, cool, I'm gonna go see one of my girlfriends whilst even speaking to someone. Do you know what I mean? Like a friend who's a girl, like. It's just thrown upon. People start assuming. People start like moving mad.
But I feel like
backtracking, finding out what they're. Do you know what I mean? It's just all.
But I feel like that all stems from whatever. Not even the girl. I know boys have been in situations. Whatever that person has been through in their past.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you got to imagine
everything is self-inflicted. That's why it'll be harder to find love when you're not letting certain things go.
Because there's so much.
Yeah, go on.
No, because I feel like there's so much damaged people out there.
Yeah.
And the problem is, I find nowadays, like there's so much damaged people out there, but they're not they're not willing to heal themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So the damage is there, and they still bring that same damage on. Instead, whilst you are damaged, you come out of the relationship, you heal yourself, and then you move to the next part. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is you then go and meet the next person, and you don't have the mental issues and them toxic traits which you bring on next to the next person.
Because that's how it is, bro. Even like when you pre certain things or how certain things would go, like it's cool. You know someone's got a broken past, whatever. You're trying to reassure them. But there's only a certain level of reassuring you can do.
Of course.
Because if they're also taking that reassurance and slightly not believing you, but then trying to like find a way, because that's what I've noticed. A lot of people, instead of being happy in love and letting it like flow, whatever, a lot of people look for trouble. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like back then, like look, when our grandmas, whatever, like do you know what I mean, granddads and shit. You never look for trouble because you'll be going with the flow of someone's actions, how they're being. Bro, like I've even, do you know what I mean, been through certain things that where you can say to yourself like, bro, like spend a good 4 or 5 days together, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, like something mad is said, and it's just an assumption. Do you know what I mean? But then to think, I've been with you 4 days in a row. Now you're gonna think, what, I was doing something, or just because someone's seen whatever you two have, I'm gonna now try to get in between that. Like that's where a lot of it stems from social media.
Yeah, of course.
It could be just a simple. You might even like the girl's picture ages ago. Do you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh, okay, so why are you liking this girl? You must like this. You must like that. But again, it also stems from when we were going back, like being friends with girls. There's nothing wrong with liking one of your friends.
Really,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
really and truly, there isn't, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Really,
but then
truly,
what it also looks
I understand
what it looks like on paper. Do you know
what you're saying? I understand. But what I understand from the girl's point of view is that, for example, if it's like a raunchy photo, bro, or like a not an explicit, but you know what I'm saying, like a sexy photo or something.
I hear it.
But the funniest thing is now, this is a good thing, yeah.
Bro, you can
let me I'll go because this is a good topic. This is a good thing I'll say. When a girl is dressed nicely, not in a sexual way. I'm not talking about lingerie, boobs out, whatnot. When she's dressed nicely and you go like the photo, there's a problem. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not talking from personal problem, I'm just saying from what I've seen.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, there's a problem. But when a guy is maybe with a top off and
she's liking it.
It's calm. Like there's no problem with that.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
do you know what I'm saying? Like this is. I'm only saying this from stuff I've seen quite a lot of. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen
a lot of people do this double standard thing, like, where they think it's cool to do one thing, but then when something else is done, it's like, oh, that's pretty much cheating. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's I always think from that same point of view, I feel someone can challenge your confidence. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost as if, like, when trying to find a relationship or trying to find someone can challenge your confidence, because you could be confident within yourself. Like I feel I'm confident within myself. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel before, like, you can get petty as well. Do you know what I mean? So, like, say you're cool and you're with someone who's constantly looking for problems. For you, you're going to think, okay, why are they looking for problems? Cool, one, it's their past, whatever. Two, it's what they've been treated like in that. Do you know what I'm saying? But then you look free, like, you think, cool, I'm a whole new person. Nothing like the person you were with before, blah, blah, blah. But yet you're still looking for them same problems.
But that's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Those damaged people, bro.
Like,
they haven't, before moving to you, they didn't heal themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you
know
what I'm
exactly
saying?
What it is. And then it's like, you then go through a situation where you're now carrying your confidence.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And trying to make someone else be confident in loving you. Do you know what I mean? And
of course.
It's tough, because there's, like I said, there's only so much reassurance and so much you can make sure someone is good. But if they haven't healed from situations, they're never going to come out of that. You can't change someone.
Oh, no,
that's
100%.
it. You won't be able to change someone. And as much as you want to dwell and put in time, effort, whatever, you won't be able to change someone. And also, if they ain't willing to change, because that's what it is, some people have been broken and not also willing to come out themselves, because they always now think, like, that's where you get that, bitches ain't shit, or guys will still be guys, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like,
men are trashing it.
Do you know what I'm saying? You're staying in that same zone, like, of whatever, like.
But you know, you're saying that, but like, even the whole men are trash thing. I've seen so much stuff on social media recently about this men are trash things. Like, these are basic girls talking about men are trash. These are girls, like, you can see they got toxic traits. This is not normal people. Not normal.
Bro, for me, it's like,
it's not like smart-minded girls, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, these girls I've seen talking about this stuff. You can tell, bro. They like people with money. They like people with nice cars. Do you know what I'm saying? Who want to be spent on nights out, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Who want to be taken to Shangri-La or whatnot every fucking weekend or whatnot. Do you know what I'm saying? Of course your men are going to be trash, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you built such a high expectation for your man.
There's nothing, don't get me wrong, there's nothing aiming for high expectation, because I feel...
Yeah, but you got to bring that to the table, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's fairy tale is different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like you're saying, you've got to bring that same expectation that you expect someone else to be back to the table. Because if you're not bringing it and you're thinking, well, you want me to be fucking your top expectation, what the fuck am I even trying for?
If you're gonna bring the bare minimal to the table, bro,
you're only gonna
you can't talk about men are trash or whatnot, bro.
Yeah, bro. Women will be women. Do you know what I mean? Like that same shit that happened in Garden of Eden, bro. What do you think? Eve done her thing. She grabbed that apple. Do you know what I'm saying? That can't change. Them things there. Like, women will still be women. But I always find in that same set way, it's just better if you find someone that clicks with you, someone that is good. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, someone you can see something with. There's nothing wrong with gambling, because love is... Everything's a gamble. Life is a gamble.
Of course.
Because you think, oh yeah, like, when you start hearing people saying, oh, I've been together 40-something years. That person took a gamble and now he's found his fucking soulmate. Do you know what I mean? Someone who you can get on a level with, someone you can maintain something with, and you can keep moving. But then also, I also feel... And you notice it, there's certain people, like energy. I'm a big believer in energy, do you know what I mean?
100%.
There's certain girls that bring a certain energy and think, why am I getting treated like this? Because, what the fuck are you doing in the club? Do you know what I mean? What are you doing over there, doing the madness? And then all of a sudden you're wondering why you're getting treated like that.
No, that's not why they get treated. That's not, so talking off from your topic.
Yeah.
Or sorry, on from your topic. Like, these girls, they'll be sleeping around with 4, 5, 6 men a month. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, I know girls like that, bro. I know girls that's sleeping back to back on weekends, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then they'll be turning around. They'll come to me for advice. I'm talking back in the day. They'll come to me for advice, and they'll be like, "Oh, why am I being treated like this? Or what? You know what?" Because I tell them straight. I said, "Look what the fuck you're doing. Last weekend you were sleeping with X, Y, and Z, and now you're coming because X don't want you, bro."
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
The thing is, it's like, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like, I don't know. It always goes back to like how you were brought up in a way.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because like certain people, it stems from that. Like, because certain people have seen love. Do you know what I mean? Have seen, or have seen their mum and dad being mad with healthy relationship. And for me, even when I look at it, cool, I could show someone madness. Like, people say to me, Shing, like, why are you showing that? Like, why are you being this? Like, stop showing that person that love. Like, they don't deserve it. Cool, I've learnt that. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it could be the hard way, it could be what. But still, I then think to myself, the way I am, I just need to find the right person who's going to think, cool, the way he treats, do you know what I mean? The way he treats this person. And that's that. Then you found your kind of thing. But like, you could show love to someone who ain't willing to really accept it.
Yeah.
Or it could just be yeah, cool, we look good together. Let's rock that. But like, you're not happy. Do you know what I'm saying?
And I think you're saying that also. I feel like another thing that comes from like why people struggle to find relationships is because, like I said, they're sleeping around so much that you got to think, bro. When you sleep with someone, it's not a game, fam. Your body's telling you something, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Trust me.
So if you're sleeping with 5, 6, 7 men, men or women, I didn't mean to say men, but I'm saying women as well, bro.
Yeah.
Mentally, bro, I'm saying talking from boys and guys, girls and boys' point of view, that, bro, like your mind. You gotta remember, your mind and your soul, bro, is constantly getting attached and detached, bro.
100, because you're sharing energy with someone.
Of course.
Well, it is, but then some people...
It's imbalance, bro. It's imbalance.
Some people are, like, and I feel like it's kind of cool nowadays, do you know what I mean? To be on, like, Tinder and be doing your thing, like, but that's what it is. That's what I always feel cool, like, being on Tinder, like, it's a young mentality in a certain way, because you're almost just giving energy to someone for no reason. It's like, cool. You can have your fun. Don't get me wrong. It's now time to forget. Some people use it in many things. Forget about someone. Do you know what I mean? Have fun.
Of course.
Just deal with certain situations. But then, in another ideal way, you say, yeah, it's cool. It's hard to find a relationship. But if you know you've also got options. And that's what it is. Like things like Tinder, things like Instagram. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a situation where, say this person, you're now putting in graph with this person, and now this person also ain't giving you that same energy back. You're going to be like, whoa, okay, cool, let me take a step back, because this person's acting like this, like, do you know what I mean? So in that same situation, you're just going to think, cool, let me just hop on Tinder, now let me look at another option, because that's what it is. That's what, at the moment, social media gives you that option, and it always looks like there's many options or whatever like that, but in that same way, it's not. It's also how the energy's kind of fucking taken. Do you know what I mean?
And I feel like with social media, with dating apps, what's happened now is it's now become very doggish.
Bro, it's just a sex app. That's
Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Tinder, bro.
That's it.
Tinder, bro. Like I've been on Tinder before, so I know what it's like. Yeah. Obviously, nothing come from it, but I'm just saying, like, I've been on, so I know what happened. And plus, knowing that, come on, bro. You know, like the boys have been on it, bro.
Yeah.
And I've seen their chats. I've seen what they talk about. I've seen how it is, bro. Like for me, because I'm not like that, bro. I haven't got.
They ain't no getting to know no one on Tinder, bro.
No, no,
let's meet, fuck, cool.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not I'm not into that doggish kind of behaviour, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've been brought up respectfully. I respect my people, even my women, bro. Like that's how I am. So when I start realising, like, the actual Tinder culture, bro, the Tinder dating online culture, bro, like, that put me off so much. And it's just like, bro, I know people who go on Tinder, they'll match, and then like they'll be like, oh, what are you doing tonight? And literally, bro, they don't even hold a proper conversation, and they're like, oh yeah, yo, look, if you're not doing enough, come check me.
Yeah.
And then that's it, bro. They'll meet their Tinder date, they'll do what they've got to do. They do the badders, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, bro, then that's it. That's done, bro.
A lot of it is, and yeah, not recently found out, but a lot of it is, sometimes you're just a name. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
But listen. But you're just a name for like someone to be like, oh yeah,
I've done it. Yeah. So, trophy in it. Trophy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like it's almost if like you just want to rot. And some people mess that up between knowing the difference. You know what I mean? Like you could say something like, oh yeah, I've done something with him, or we used to talk, and that it's not even we used to talk. We met on Tinder. We fucked. That was it. Do you know what I mean? Like it'll be one of them things. But then for me, that's why I always find it harder. Like I never just want to be a fucking name, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what a lot of it is. A lot of man them think, cool, I'm just gonna do my thing, like go fuck around, do whatever. But again, some of the girls they're fucking, they were just a name. Of course. Do you know what I mean? They're just like one of the girls said, oh yeah, I bet you can't fuck him, and it's like, cool, let me try it. Do you know what I mean? But then at the end of the day, they come out feeling good because like, yeah, I've just done my thing. You know what I'm saying? But you're
just a number, isn't it?
Yeah, you're just a dildo for one night, bro. That's how it looks. You know what I mean? You're just and for me, that energy, I can't kind of shit, bro. I can't be a dildo. Do you know what I mean? You might as well go buy a dildo and go do that. Like, well, and that's what it is. A lot of it is also self-respect. Like a lot of it, and it's how you're brought up towards the self-respect as well. Because certain people, no, don't get me wrong. Certain people will be brought up good, but because they hang around certain people, they lose that self-respect. Because they're like, oh yeah, that is cool to do. That's what I do with, I don't know, this person, that person. We go out, drink, we end up staying at the boys' house, chilling. Do you know what I mean? But then later on, then think, oh, why is it hard for me to do this? Because one, you put yourself in a group of like a circle of, I don't know, girls or boys, whatever, that are known for certain things, and it's like no wonder why, because you're just going to be a part of that. Do you know what I mean?
It's like going back to what we said a couple of episodes ago, right? If you chill with these type of people, you're going to be like them.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's hard for someone to then not see that because they know that group of people.
Yeah.
They're a bit like, do you know what I mean?
A bit naive, isn't it? That's what it's like.
That's
Naive
what it
mentality,
is, exactly. So you kind of just expect and start putting yourself in certain situations. But I don't know, like when it comes to all of that,
I feel, and also we've obviously talked about the negative now, but what about the positives? The positive of why is it hard to find a relationship?
The positive?
Yeah. For example, like I will say, like, you know, certain people, like, they're not too worried about getting into relationships. They're more worried about self-love.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like for them it's hard. One, because they've been single for so long.
Bro, yeah.
So when you meet someone, you're not gonna take shit from no one. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're so happy on your own with yourself. But if someone gives you a little bit of shit,
for me, like when I find out, like when it's like that, that's when the little things don't matter. Do you know what I mean? When someone's actually got that self-love for themselves. And, you know, maintaining themselves, going to the gym, do you know, just happy, like, generally happy within themselves.
Yeah, but I'm saying, why is it harder? I'm saying, why is it harder to find a relationship when you're like that?
Because you've almost gone into overdrive of, I don't need anyone.
Yeah, that's literally
that's how it is. You've almost kept yourself that busy, you ain't got time.
Exactly.
You almost got time for, like, a couple of friends, like, that you count on one hand, and then apart from that, you ain't got time, do you know what I mean? Like, you got your shit going, you got work going, you know you're saving this amount of money, bro. You're probably going gym 5 times a week, and then got extra little things that you're doing. Like you ain't got time, like, and that's how I've always noticed. But then in a weird way, like that shit is kind of attractive. You know what I mean? Because someone, you know, you're then gonna meet someone who's got their shit and doing their shit. It's not gonna be like you're meeting someone, or like for me in that same situation, I'd hate to meet someone. And like, say they're so busy like that, all of a sudden they stop.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, why? Why are you stopping? Just because you're now with me.
Oh yeah.
Why are you stopping? Do you know what I'm saying?
You lived a good life before me, and
make sure you just keep, because that some of that shit, like where you then look on social media and you're seeing they're busy, you're seeing they're this, you're seeing they're that, and you're thinking, like, rah, this is sick. Do you know what I mean? She works out a couple weeks or whatever. She's at work most of the time. Do you know what I mean? She's now, I don't know, got a little project or something like that's the shit that's like, this girl's going somewhere. She's ambitious, she's trying to do something. Do you know what I mean? She's maintaining certain things even though it's tough, but she's still doing it. But then that's where a lot of people would then, I don't know, they get in a relationship and they almost feel like it's a dedication to that. I dedicate my whole life to this, my boyfriend, I need to be doing what he's doing. But it's not. It's like, still do what you're doing. Because, like say for example, from my point of view, it's like I kick ball. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like, oh, I'm not gonna stop kicking ball because I've met someone.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't happening. Like you've either got to like that I kick ball,
mm-hmm.
or maybe excuse the fact that I kick ball a couple days in the week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then also, if that person's also got their shit going,
they got to respect your not your own time, but your
downtime, your own time.
Yeah,
it is pretty much.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like what you do on your own.
But then that's what I mean. It's better like when you then know that person's also being busy. So it's not like
you'd rather want
for you.
You'd rather want someone, a busy man or busy woman, than someone who's like genuinely is like free. Like,
do you know what I mean? But when they're free, it's so much harder because they expect you to be free.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you've also still got goals and things you want to maintain for yourself, it becomes one of them situations.
Well, I feel like that's comes down to also when one person's goal driven, the other person's not goal driven.
No, but you say that there's people, bro. Like I've experienced it. You meet someone before and they're goal driven.
Yeah, no, but that's what I was trying to get to.
Do you know what I mean? They're goal driven, but then all of a sudden you meet them, and bro, they've scrapped the goals.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and you're thinking, wait, hold on a second, you're changing. Like, what happened to that same person who I used to look at was goal driven, was doing this, was doing that? Do you know what I mean? Looking after themselves, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, like cool, but for me, it's harder for me to then think, oh, I'm just gonna throw my goals. Fuck that. Time's expiring in this planet. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't then just give up my goals because you've almost given up your goals. It's just that's where it becomes more strenuous because there's just certain things then you find an imbalance in because you then start thinking, oh, this person ain't creating time for me. But it's not that. It's the fact that they're goal driven and you're not now understanding their goals because you're thinking, oh, you went gym yesterday, but why are you going gym again? It's like, come on, like that's what I mean. It's just an improper like some people don't think of certain situations. Some people actually put themselves in a situation where it becomes strenuous to even then go on to maintain a relationship because they're thinking, oh, what, he's changed how he was, blah blah blah. Like, cool, there is free time, don't get me wrong, do something in a relationship, but then it's also you've also got to be your own happiness. You can't be a shit down person and expect someone to make you happy because when you're expecting someone to make you happy and they don't make you happy, it's fucked. It's fucked. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how it becomes. But in that same aspect, it's like it's harder, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because then also like touching back, people who like their own space, whatever. They don't even want to give a time and space for someone else.
I was like that, bro. I remember.
You just don't care. You just keep so busy with work. You start taking extra overtime, whatever, and doing all that shit.
That's how I was.
But then it just becomes like proper strenuous and shit.
Because that's literally how it was for me, bro. After I left the lounge, all I was focusing on was me, bro.
Yeah, that's how.
Do you know what I'm saying? I wasn't focusing on no girl that's in my DMs, no one trying to chat to me. No, I wasn't bothered about that, bro. Yeah. You know how, bro. The past 3-4 years, you know how my life's been. It's been fucking lit, fam. Because, like, I stopped everything. Do you know what I'm saying? I stopped all bullshit. Yeah. Cut a drink, drugs, everything, bro. But then, just focused on me, gym. You know, spending time away outside the city, going on holidays, even going on holiday by myself. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, focus on everything that's me, bro. Like, I wouldn't say healing myself, but I was just rebuilding, patching up, and
but you know what? In a certain way, sometimes you have to take a step back and, like you say, re-heal or re-patch or refocus. That's how it becomes because you probably were in a situation where you thought, yeah, I'm busy like this, that, but I'm also trying to maintain and keep someone happy. That ain't working. And then blah blah blah. You then become selfish to yourself, and that's the only way it can be. Because then, like I say, maintaining a certain level of happiness is only right to a certain extent.
But I also feel like with all that, it's kind of God's work as well. Because obviously God's seen you, like God's seen how hard you're working. Because God obviously puts His problems on your path, bro. Yeah. He tests you, He molds you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's bro, if God didn't test you, bro, you know. God tests the people He loves the most, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So like He put obviously I'm talking about myself here. Yeah. He obviously put all these problems, all these things in my path or whatnot, and then I kind of like obviously I overcome all of that, and I become the best person. And I feel like with the current situation I'm in now, God bless me with this certain situation I'm in now, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, is everything I asked for, and
it's kind of been granted.
Do you know what I'm saying, bro? But it's only because I took those trials, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I got on with this shit. I jumped on hurdles. I did everything I got to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Blood, sweat, tears, everything, all that kind of situation, bro. But yeah, so I do feel like when you are in your own zone and in your own focus, you kind of don't want to be in a relationship. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you just enjoying yourself, your life, whatnot. But also going back to now, the whole the whole Asian side of things.
Yeah.
More not even Asian side, like more the generation. Like how is change of a generation? Because you got to think like back then, in grandparents. Not even arranged marriage. Like, I'm talking about the mentality back then before marriage, bro. Before marriage, like women weren't. I wouldn't say they were.
They knew. Do you know what I mean?
It was like
with culture, it's like you knew you're gonna be like a woman for someone. You're gonna, become a mother or hoping to become a mother. So obviously, your morals and your upbringing as a woman to a man was different. Do you know what I mean? Cultural wise, because even it's the same with like the black side. Do you know what I mean? Like, but then now it's almost society.
It's more. I think now with society, with social media, how everything is, it's more vocal. More opinions matter. Everyone's opinion matter now. It doesn't matter if you're a man, girl, bisexual, whatever you are, transgender. It doesn't matter. Like now, everyone's opinion matters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it is now. So
it's crazy to think back then, your opinion
didn't
matter.
I know, bro.
But that's like,
a
crazy thing.
That's why I feel like back then I feel like back then it was hard to find a relationship. Like I'm gonna talk Asian side now.
Yeah.
Like how not even Asian, just cultural. Regardless, whatever culture.
Yeah.
I think more then it was more like your parents kind of had a big say on it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like it was very much like arranged marriage, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I feel like a lot of it, like back then, even when I touch base on fucking just thinking about certain shit in general, it's like. You almost look at it and you think, cool, like, from my parents' point of view, it's like they almost had like a Romeo and Juliet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the families had beef before or whatever. Obviously they met and they're like, yeah, that ain't happening, blah, 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 do you know what I'm saying? But these people loved each other, do you know what I mean? So like, back then I always feel like there was always certain extra complications or something like that.
Yeah, to me, you're right. Romeo and Juliet is the perfect example.
But that's what a lot of it. When you look back at our parents, a lot of even there might have just been shit that happened in their life, and then all of a sudden it's like their mum and dad are now involved, and they're saying, look, you can't do this, you can't do that, or you two can't live together, or the kids are this, or do you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. But then it's like now.
Because now everyone's opinion matters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? No, it's not everyone's opinion matters. Now everyone's entitled to opinion. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it is now.
But a lot of it, like back then, it'd be like, I don't know, it wouldn't be like women just being quiet, for example.
No, but you gotta remember back then, women couldn't voice their opinion, bro. It would always be shone down. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Even nowadays, bro, like I know many families and many situations where the female, the woman's opinion, bro, like.
Now I always think it's how a person is. Do you know what I mean? Like I always look at it from this point of view. It's like, cool. I've got one uncle. He's cool. Like my uncle's cool. He's safe as fuck. Like, I'd say he's chilled. He's chilled. You know what I mean? But his wife ain't chilled. Do you know what I mean? It's not that she got opinionated, but like she's just her own person. Like, and although that's probably what he fell in love with, or how she is.
Yeah.
But then it's like you can also understand, like in a relationship, it'd be like maybe something that she might have a problem with. My uncle might be cool with. Do you know what I'm saying? Like or so just many little things, and then you start putting it in like different relationships. It's like a certain person's character can outshine or make it look like something rather than what it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you could even hear like two couples, whatever, they could be bickering or whatever, and you think, right, like she wears the boxers, but really and truly, she might not wear the boxers, but it's just how that person is. Do you know what I mean? He's just a chilled out person.
Tolerate, like how much you tolerate for the person, bro.
Exactly. But then that's what I mean. It's also then harder.
Yeah.
to maintain a relationship. Because imagine you're a chilled out person, and this person's like, look, I'm a boss ass bitch girl, like this way or no way, or like, do you know what I mean? It's then harder because they're not thinking about how you're looking at it, or do you know what I mean? Because it's then like they're trying to maintain how they are as a character. Cool, don't change yourself as a character, but it's like also just respect. Do you know what I mean? Just respect someone. But then also like there's certain people I've seen, like this might be probably like my older sister and shit like that. But then it's like within their self, like they were a certain way, and then they got with someone and they're now different. They're different, and
I agree.
And it's like it's almost is like how I look at it. It's like, right, like when they met that person, they changed to become a different, like a better person. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's how it can be. Like, although you can look at it as it's hard to maintain a relationship, some people only hold that front to protect themselves.
But do you know, we're saying that, I feel like I always see this saying, and to be honest, I believe it because I've seen it with my own eyes. Like very personally, I've seen it. You do change for the person you love.
Yeah, 100.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Or you can try.
As much as you want to play it down, you want to sugarcoat it, you want to dip it in whatever you want to do, gold shit, whatever you want to dip it in.
That's that Steve Harvey shit, innit?
You do genuinely, you do change for the person you love, but you don't do it in a way where you're forced to do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you do it out of love.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like, love almost takes you and makes you want to do it.
Yeah, of course.
But then it's also when you're seeing that it's worth it. Do you know what I mean? When you're seeing that, look, if I'm gonna become like this, and don't get me wrong. Like, I always feel within certain situations, certain relationships, certain, like, seeing people, whatever, certain people do try. Don't get me wrong, they try to a certain extent when they say, fuck this. Like, fuck this. Like, you don't respect nothing I'm trying. You don't, do you know what I mean? You don't even, like, you're not even noticing what I'm trying to do. And then they go back to that person that, fuck this, I'm going to protect myself. I don't need you. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how it becomes, because it's like, when you try and you're still not getting anywhere, what's the point in trying? Do you know what I mean? What is the point in trying? There's certain people, like, they get in a relationship and they're not willing to try. So it's like, you know, in that same aspect, it's like, bro, I speak to like one of my boys and say, look, bro, like, she's still doing the same thing, she's not changing, like, she told me she'd change, bro, like, big man thing, like, she's not going to change, or she's not going to change for you. Do you know what I mean? That's the sad bit. She's not going to change for you. She might change for someone else, but she's not changing for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she's not also ready to change for you. Yeah. So, and that's how it is. And same way with guys, like, if they're not willing to change for you, they won't change for you. If he's a fuckboy doing his fuckboy antics, he will still be a fuckboy.
Yeah, of course.
Just with you next to him.
Yeah,
and then you involving you making yourself look silly. Exactly. Vice versa. If she's fucking a hoe and doing her thing out there, she'll still do that. She might say, yeah, you're my boyfriend. But then on the low, she's going out with her sister, she's going out with her friend or whatever, doing whatever they're doing on the night out, then coming back to you like a dickhead. Like, that's what I mean. Sometimes, like, you just gotta face facts, like, to say, like, look, you're not changing. Like, cool. Let me now take myself out of that situation. But that's the hard bit, because that's where you want it to work so much. You put so much effort, so much time, you almost change yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then that's when it's like, you almost look at it, I've invested so much time, but time ain't nothing. Time should just teach you. Do you know what I mean? When you look back at it, time should teach you that, okay, cool, like, in the same situation, if I'm going to now try to do this to someone else and they're not changing, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not tolerating that. Do you know what I mean? Because you've tolerated it before,
of course.
got hurt or whatever. Now you're benefiting whatever it is.
But that's why I feel like, again, it's hard to maintain a relationship. Yeah. Because that mentality. Do you know what I'm saying? You now no longer will take shit. So any person you meet along the way,
you've also got. I hear what you're saying, not like taking shit, but you've also got to respect yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't take shit, but then if you then get, say, into a level with someone that is putting the same effort you're putting in, you're seeing that they're actually they're doing the most. Do you know what I mean? Because that's how it is. Like, when you get in a relationship, you should feel something within yourself. Like, you should think, cool, like, this person, like, and if you're not feeling that, bro, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do certain things because you think, cool, I'm putting in 110%, but this person's only putting in 50. Well, so what the fuck am I trying? Do you know what I mean? Or why should I now try?
Yeah.
It's just how it is. It's sad, but Just how it is, man. Like.
So yeah, like I was saying, going back to the whole the cultural mentality of it, I find what I've seen a lot in our culture is girls, boys as well. Boys are as bad as what you mean, but I'm just saying girls. Well, both parties. I've seen that they develop this toxic, like psychotic trait, bruv. Like because of they've been in relationships, they got really fucked up by the guy they were with. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Asian girl, Asian guy, whatever. And because it's Asian toxic, narrow-minded mentality, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that whole like alpha male mentality, toxic. You could listen to me. You're not going away. This, that.
Yeah.
Obviously, they both develop a more toxic trait.
Oh, okay.
So do you know what I'm saying?
So it's more of a hate.
Yeah. So
it becomes like rather than a hate. Yeah. It's not even a toxic. You're hating certain things that you've either been through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So going like for example, these two now break up and they move on, and now what you find is them two people that develop these mad toxic traits.
Yeah.
They move on and they don't heal. They don't heal from it. What they do, they bring it to the next relationship. Yeah. So they're now both to the next relationship. They're both in two different relationships
and still doing the same thing.
But what happens now is, say for example, the girl meets a good guy, the guy meets a good girl. What they do now is mentally they drain
that new person.
Yeah, they drain that new person of all his good nutrients or whatnot. Like you know when you put a rotten apple and a brand new apple next to it, it just rots, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's what happens over time.
It
just slowly that person, the good person, turns rotten. Why? Because the person who come to rot them, who's damaged, never healed themselves, and now what they've done to the next relationship going forward is they've tore this person apart, fucked them up in every single way they could, and say that relationship doesn't work now. Now it's the third relationship. It's the third umbrella now, yeah?
Yeah.
And now what happens is, then you got two toxic people now. Do you know what I'm saying? So that goes to the next.
It's ongoing.
It's just ongoing,
situation,
bro.
But
do you know what I'm saying?
But
I feel like this stems all from not healing, bro.
Yeah.
There's no healing.
But some people also ain't man enough or woman enough to say I need to heal.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I've seen that in our Asian culture.
That's what it is.
Bro, I've seen that.
They're not ready to say, look, I need to take time with myself. Like I need to find out myself again. They're not ready. Do you know what I mean? Like even you think man like Sneak Boy's talking about love is a gamble and shit like that, bro. They're like he's right because that's what it is. They're like you're gambling to get to know someone who you think ain't got that trait or is not involving with their past or something like that. Like, but hella people. But then also again, lately you see a lot of people like loving drama. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people love drama, bro. Every day, like you think their life is like EastEnders. They go out, EastEnders, like the Queen Vic out there or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're having problems at home. They just love it. Some people actually love it. Do you know what I mean? And for as much as it's draining, and when I look at it, I think, fucking hell, all this drama, bro. I
don't know how they live a peaceful life.
Bro, some people don't. That's the thing. Some people don't. They don't want to love it. Like, they want to be going out. They want to be causing the drama. They want to be then going back or then seeing whatever toxic person they've seen before. They just like the drama. And again, it's also, that shit's contagious because you then get someone who ain't loving the drama, ain't been through all of that shit. They just look at it like, whoa, actually, I need to take a step back from this person because this person ain't ready to invest time or give me my time and like maybe have a different outlook into something that could be better. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because all they love and all they know is drama. Yeah. But then that's that same person that watches Hollyoaks, EastEnders. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So they're watching what they're doing every day. Yeah. Of course their life's going to be drama. Because it's what you watch. You start fucking, not acting, but you almost put it into your own life.
Well, okay, so obviously now we've talked about why it's hard to find a relationship. But now why is it hard to maintain a relationship?
Same kind of aspects, you know what I mean? Like lately, like you say, big thing, social media. Yeah. Big thing. Yeah. Like, why do you say that? And also, I say that because what it is, people compare. Yeah. Sad as it sounds. They do. We compare. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, naturally do it as well. We don't mean to do it. We do it, but I do it myself sometimes. I compare. No, like what the fuck?
You compare. Like I could upload somewhere or upload something, and you think, bro, like Shing's really doing his thing. Like, you compare, like, do you know what I mean? So then, and imagine now you're now with someone who's damaged, for example. Then it becomes peak. It becomes World War fucking 3. It's stressful for you because you're now obviously trying to maintain a certain situation with that person to assure them. But since they love to compare, they love to almost self-hate.
But I think that also comes with insecurities, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, within that same insecurities, it's like there's only so much insecurities you can kind of then put onto it. Because then you can be so much like, you need to heal yourself. Do you know what I mean? Why are you wasting someone else's time and putting yourself in a relationship? It's like going for a job that you haven't got the qualifications for. Now they're telling you, okay, cool, you now got the job, you done a sick interview, blah blah blah. Now do the job.
Yeah.
The truth will always come out. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
That's what I mean. A lot of people put themselves forward thinking they're ready, but they ain't ready.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people also, how can I say this? It's like, you can look at someone and be attracted to them and think, oh yeah, I can see myself having a future with this person because of, do you know what I mean, whatever their looks or whatever, what they bring to the table. But then you're not ready. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
You're not ready. But then again, that's when it comes to that. You're draining someone else's. You're almost fucking infecting.
Yeah, of course.
Sending that rotten shit. Like, but I don't know, man. Like, for that, I say to maintain a relationship. Again, a lot of it, what I always think, you always got to be happy within yourself. Do you know what I mean? If you're not happy within yourself, or you're not happy with work, you're not happy just how life is generally going.
I also feel like standards. What standards you have built?
Yeah, I hear it.
Because you got to think, if you're living an easy relationship where you don't mind just chilling on the sofa, like sofa dates, movie dates.
I don't even think it's standards. Like, again, like, you look back at social media, all you're doing is comparing.
No, yeah, I know that.
You know what I mean? Because, like, you can say standards, cool, but if you're seeing someone having a sick date on Instagram, you can think, why can't I do that with my
No, but you got to remember, if you, at the start of your relationship, you go always restaurants, always food, always hotels, always out and about.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
No, you don't understand that. I'm saying maintaining that. It's the standards, isn't it? If you're hitting the standards at 10, and then 6 months in, suddenly, you're no longer doing that.
But then that's what I feel like, that's why it's fucked with our society, because back in the day, it was never like that.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, even the way you're explaining to me, like, bro, to think, cool, that you reach a certain level of maturity when you're with someone, to think, cool, we now need to, it's now growing together. It's now the next stage. It's now, I don't know, moving in together. Do you know what I'm saying? There's certain things you then, just over time, you start learning, but you have to be willing to do that. Do you know what I mean? Because certain people ain't willing to do that. Certain people will just, oh yeah, we used to go out fucking ages ago, now we don't go out. It's like, bro, like, mature yourself. What are you on about? Like, this is life. Like, so what you think, we're going to be going out 24s and then still fucking running a house and then still having to... No, realistically, you're not. Do you know what I'm saying? And then even then when you think, cool, kids are now involved, you're not going to have that same time you have, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing, like, and the older we're getting, bro. Yeah. And that's how it's getting, like, do you know what I mean? That's how you got to look at it. And, or that's how I look at life anyway, because it's like, bro, cool, I could have taken you out 10 times, bro. Look, I'm trying to get to know a girl. I could have taken her out 10 times. But then, now all of a sudden, she's my girl, and I don't take her out. Do you know what I mean? Cool, I hear there's a certain change, but at the end of the day, you're still trying to just sell yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? You're still, to get in a relationship, you need to be, I don't know, like, you're like a picture, pretty much. If someone likes the picture, they'll buy it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You're selling yourself to someone, and that's what it is. And as much as it is, bro, like, you get so many shit stunted, so many things that happen because certain people can't. Yeah, cool, they can't maintain it, but it's like, why would you put yourself in that situation to know you can't maintain it? Do you know what I mean? Because not everything you need to do to be able to take a girl out. Do you know what I mean? You don't always have to, like, and that's how I always see certain things. There's certain ideas that a girl can like. Do you know what I mean? When you now start making it a bit personal, do you know what I mean? That's certain things, like, bro, you ain't always got to be like that, and that's the thing. Like, when it comes within a relationship, you've got to touch a certain level of love, and you've also got to be willing to, I don't know, like, how can I word it? Like, not
adapt.
Not kind of.
Yeah, adapt.
No, yeah, adapt. Yeah, not really.
That's what I was just literally about to say. Like, you have to remember, like,
adapt to someone's needs.
You have to adapt, bro. That's how you're gonna maintain the relationship, bro. You can't always be with your own. Like, you know, some people have their own mentality, that tunnel vision, bro.
If you're not doing this, fuck it. Like,
yeah,
you've just got to take it on the chin.
Sometimes, bro, you gotta remember, like, for example, you could be. I'm an extrovert, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So you could be with the introvert, but someone who doesn't like going out or whatnot. And me, I love going out and whatnot. Yeah. But that's when this is a whole adapting thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the day you go out on days like she wants to go out. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to always, or you suggest like date nights. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we go through little date nights here and there, once a month, once every 3 months or whatnot. Yeah. Then you go out and whatnot. And when she wants to chill out and whatnot, you say, can we just chill?
For me, it's like, bro, drinking, like, that's how it gets. Like, certain people want to drink every day. I find it hard to drink every day. You know what I mean? But then also, I think it's certain aspect I've looked into drinking. Do you know what I mean? Because it could have either affected someone in my family or something like that. So for me, it's like, fuck it, I'm not doing that. Like, as much as it's normal now, it's like, fuck it. That's how I might look at it. Fuck it, I don't want to do that because why? But again, it might just be anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, certain people and certain situations. Like, again, you always have to adapt to someone's needs. But then it's also like making sure it's just meeting a fine line. Yeah,
I also feel like the worst scenario of this situation is when it's hard to maintain a relationship with abusive, mentally abusive, verbally abusive. Do you know what I'm saying? Physically abusive. Like, that's gonna be the worst. That's gonna be the worst to maintain with, because
as harsh as it might sound right now, I feel like certain things like that, like when you know someone. Do you know what I mean? You know how they are, you know how they make you feel, or how they can make you feel. Like, it's self-inflicted.
I feel like love is blind. I feel when you are in that situation, I feel like love is blind, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you saying love is blind, but, bro, like, like, I get it, cool, but there's certain things, how I always think of it, like, or you can even convert it. If, like, say you're boys with someone, whatever, like, if they're treating you a certain way, you're not going to take it, innit? Like, there's a certain level of, I'm not going to tolerate that, and then before you know it, you're not friends with them. So why can't you do that in a relationship?
Because love is blind.
Nah, bro. I hear you.
Because you remember, love makes you soft, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love pulls all the strings in your heart, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? People die for love, bro.
No, I hear
Do you know what I'm saying?
But it's also that mentality, innit? Having a certain mentality, and also having, because I swear, if you love yourself, you also kind of have to know.
Yeah, but that comes with a strong-willed person. I'm on about now when you're in the worst. This is the worst scenario, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard to maintain. Imagine you got someone who's manipulative. You with someone who's manipulative, bruv, and he or she is obviously manipulative and obviously abusive. Not even physically, they could be mentally abusive.
You gotta get out then. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
You're not gonna if you love that person so much, bruv.
Nah.
If you love that person so much, bro, you're not gonna want to.
You gotta get out.
But
it's not healthy.
But it's not as easy as it's not healthy for you, bro. You don't remember that.
I hear what you're saying, but like, say for example, even the people around you, like, would start saying like, say shit like, oh, you ain't happy, like, do you know what I mean? Certain things, like, certain people around you, because then also, when I feel like you become like that, you've excluded yourself from the rest from everyone. Do you know what I mean? When especially you start getting like that, like when you say love is blind, it's because you made you made it make you blind. Do you know what I mean? Because you've turned your back on all your close friends, all the people who would be like, oh, you're this certain way, because that's how, do you know what I mean? Certain people would be a certain character before they get in a relationship. And you say, yeah, cool, they've got soft. Yeah. Because they've also messed up their whole routine of how they used to manage things. Do you know what I mean? Before, they used to generally meet their girls or meet their boys once a week, kind of talk about shit. Now they stopped doing that, and they're just in a certain... You can't get shit off your chest. With someone especially you love, if they're something they're doing... Because certain people don't take things lightly either. Like, do you know what I mean? So you can't now just go to that person and be like, cool, I've got a problem with this, because they might overreact. And then now also you got to put in perspective like people's mental health, because you could say something so small and minor, but that could play a game on someone, and it could be like, look, I'm only just asking you to either change it or like not even like change it or whatever, just like maybe stop. Do you know what I mean? Or And then that way, someone will think, the worst of a little thing. But that's what I mean. It's just hard, like finding a way to adjust, finding a way to do all of that. So when it comes to even maintaining that, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a challenge. But then also, I feel it's also not, because when you found the right person who's willing to do all of that, adjust for you, willing to do all of that, and you're also putting in the same thing. You two are gonna you end up looking and laughing at the world, like, or you laugh at situations like your girl, like, do you know what I mean? You could be in a relationship with someone that's so strong, and you know, like, cool, we're good together, like certain things, and then in the end, you two end up laughing because you're saying to these people, why can't they just maintain this certain thing? Because they haven't fully found someone they're willing to do that for. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how it's got to be. Like, I know people who've been single for years and years and years, but also because, they're not willing to find someone yet. They're healing, they're sorting themselves out, or they've got priorities.
It's not,
do you know what I mean? That's what it is. Like, they've got priorities, or
to be, they're just enjoying, like I said earlier, they're just enjoying the good life they're living without
the stress.
Not even the stress, without the relation, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear it, but again, that's what I mean. If you're not willing to put up with someone's shit, you're not gonna get in a relationship with someone, or you're gonna be. That's what it is, and a lot of it also, even when you're talking to aspects of relationship, like later you see. Like, have you ever noticed, like, when you're in a relationship, how much people or how much attention or whatever you get? It's nuts, isn't it? It's crazy, because it's like, and that all comes from. It could be beef with someone, and that's what it is. Like, do you know what I mean? You could have a bad problem with someone, and someone will still could see you in a relationship, will still then now go and message that person. Vice versa, girls are more prone to doing it because it's I wouldn't even say more prone to doing it, but it probably affects them more, like, because they'll be in this type of situation where, or I'm just maybe talking from a bit of experience, where they know that fully they've got ops or girls that don't like them and shit like that, and now they got with someone, and it wouldn't even be a fact of I like this person. They'd be like, I hate that bitch. So let me just message her boyfriend. Let me see what he's on. Do you know what I mean? Because that's and then as men, where fuck shit up, temptation. Even though you might be just intrigued to find out do you know what I mean? But it's also, you got to then find a certain level to be like yo. But then again, where also girls mess up, they don't tell their friend or their boyfriend or whatever. Like, they don't say, I got a problem with this girl. Until maybe they like come across to it. But then it's like, that's when you don't end up finding out. But then it's just crazy, bro. Like, certain people now are also willing to home wreck. Yeah, I know. And some girls will look, and certain boys will also look.
Yeah, I know they will.
To just be like, cool, like, they're in a relationship, they're happy. Fuck it, like, let me just hit them up. And before you know it, that's where it becomes that same shit.
But I also feel like another reason why it's hard to maintain a relationship is because, like, going back to social media, everyone's trying to look good, trying to be the relationship couple for social media. Yeah. I know people that are in relationship just so they can look good on Instagram. Because I know off camera
they're not good.
They're fucked. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man said they're fucked.
No, I know they are. I know they are, because these people have spoke to me about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, but then when you just
surely that's draining.
Huh?
Surely that's draining.
But but it's a waste of time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's draining for you to think, cool, I'm gonna try to look good.
Yeah, I know.
But that's the sad thing, because a lot of people are sheeps, bro.
Yeah, I know. And
a lot of people are sheeps. It's not. They don't want to make themselves genuinely happy.
It's not even sheep, bro. I just feel like a lot of people are just trying to do the most for social media, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, because they compare
killing and wasting your own life
to fucking Kim K or something like that. Yeah. But they're not earning Kim K money. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not even far. They're just getting maybe like 1,600 a month. But then they want to be looking like as if they're doing the Kanye and Kim thing, like, and it's comparing, like, and then that's why I always think it even goes back to the fact that where, like, you can, I don't know, like, certain people will rock certain things because they've seen someone else wearing it, or, bro, like, if you can't afford it, just wait. You know what I mean? Don't stress yourself. There's definitely them out there that do this. Fucking before, I used to know, Donnie would wait literally a month to just buy one item. Do you know what I mean? One expensive item because he wanted to look a certain way. It's like, bro, like, chill. You ain't got to. Don't force it.
Yeah.
And for me, if I can't afford it, I'd rather be like cool within myself. I can't afford it, rather than cool. Why am I now gonna rock something that I can't afford? And before you know it, it's not even legit or whatever. Like, it's sad, but that's what I mean. When you compare and you look and you contrast certain society, how they're putting certain, like, I don't know, things out there that people feel they have to wear. And another sad thing is, they might not even like it, but they just feel, because everyone else has got it, fuck it, I'm going to be that guy.
No, I was like, back in the day, I was like that.
Someone will talk to me, like, bro, and that's the thing, like, I only rock something that I like. There's never, like...
Now I'm like that.
There's never a thing I've bought, and that's the thing, it's like...
Just because it's branded. I wear a lot of branded stuff, but...
when it comes to it, though, bro, it's about knowing yourself.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Because, like you say, like, you used to do that, for example, but... Now you know yourself.
Before it's, bro, fucking Versace, the ugly Versace stuff, and I remember all this ugly stuff I used to buy. Looking back, bro, looking at the wardrobe back, I'm thinking, why did I buy this, bro? And you wore it once or twice, and that's it, bro. I never actually like it, because now I'm looking at my wardrobe and thinking, that's so ugly.
No,
do you know what I'm saying?
It.
But nowadays,
like
now they like, I wear whatever brand. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. Obviously, I like looking. I like expensive brand. No, I like looking good, and sometimes it's a price to looking good. Do you know what I'm saying? But I wear whatever. So now, if I walk into a shop, bro, and I like the look of it, then
grab it,
do you know what I'm saying? But like you're just saying, where people are then going around.
But I just think
buying stuff to look good on social media. For example, going on expensive holidays, buying fancy cars, buying this, buying that.
100.
So their relationship looks good because they're going to an Instagram friendly or TikTok friendly or whatever friendly.
Bro, I feel like them people
venue.
ain't happy. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I'm saying?
You're just generally not happy because when you're sitting there out there trying to just please everyone else, you can't please it. Do you know what I mean? You have to be able to please yourself first, like, and then try and please someone. Because if you can't please yourself, or you're not happy about certain things within yourself, bro, you are not maintaining a relationship. Do you know what I mean? There's no way. You're not ready. You're fully not ready, like, to maintain a relationship. So it just becomes a bit sticky, like.
So yeah, before we wrap this up, I was gonna say, the whole, personally, what I think, like, it's hard to maintain in the cultural side of why it's hard to maintain a relationship is because in culture, like especially Asian culture, with our culture, before you get married, like obviously the elders know about it.
Yeah.
So to maintain it, you got to maintain it to their level.
Yeah.
Because everyone above me and my missus or whatever, or me and my wife, will gossip. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll have their opinion. So we might be living our life to our fullest. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? We might be living a comfy life. Like you said, we might be living an Instagram friendly life. Do you know what I'm saying? Whatever life it is, yeah. Like we might be living that life, but suddenly now our mums and dads have got their say thing, like, or our grandparents, or our uncles and aunties. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, or even the local community, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like people who know us, they might have their opinion or whatnot on us. Like, I feel like this is another reason why it's hard to maintain, because now we're trying to live our life to the best way we want to live and the most happiest way we want to live it to. But now we can't do it so much because we know, if we now go to the shard for the night, so and so is going to be so and so. We know for a fact so and so is going to be talking shit. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? It's that whole thing behind it.
Nah, I hear it because it's like, but that's how it's always been, in it when it comes to culture.
And I also feel like it's tradition. Like there's lots of traditions as well.
That's how it is, bro. Like with culture comes tradition.
Because there's so much thing. For example, like even before getting in a relationship, sometimes. Like I know, like sometimes in some of my family members or whoever like close to me, like I know, like sometimes they, like when you get married, they get married in order.
Okay,
So, you know what I'm saying? So say for example, the eldest is not married, but suddenly the youngest is now found a missus. Son found a missus. Now he wants to get married. They have to now wait. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I did. No,
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I haven't heard that in a minute, but
it happens, bro. Because I've seen it with my own eyes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like personally, I've seen it with my own eyes. So. Sometimes it gets like that where, like I said, now it's the whole harder to find a relationship now is because now I've got to wait.
You have to wait.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
that's where it always, like, it's weird. That's when like people then neglect their family.
Yeah, of course.
Versa, because of certain traditions, certain things. But it's just tough.
I know it's like I said, that's obviously come down to why it's hard to find. But then it could also come down like why it's hard to maintain the relationship is also because
the expectations
because of the respect. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there might be certain situations where there's an older brother, older sister, but only their say matters.
Oh, okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Only their say matters and no one else's matters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
culture and tradition
it's harder.
is funny, but then also there's certain things you can look back and you can kind of see when someone's been cultured, like in a different. Do you know what I mean? And it's just also their upbringing and how they've been brought up. Because certain people, I've seen this, like certain people that you think cool, like, or certain things that I've been brought up, I think, or not even think, I'd assume. Maybe in your household you'd have been told something similar. Do you know what I mean? But then to find out actually you haven't been told that, that's tough. Like, because it's like, bro, like, so you've gone all your life without even knowing this. Now you kind of met me. I've kind of told you something, and now you're gonna be like, oh, I was never taught this. Like, and then it's learning to then adjust. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a sad part. Like, it all comes up with upbringing and everything else, and it's like for you to also find the same person that you can imagine, or like, because everyone has a certain imagination of love and relationship. Do you know, when you look at wife, kids, whatever, like how you always want it to be, and that's how it would be. Like, it's a gamble to find the right person.
And I also believe, like, I personally think, like, I understand people's traditions, I understand people's culture. I'm a very cultural and traditional person. But at the end of the day, when you die, what the hell do you take to your grave, bro? You don't take your culture, you don't take your tradition, you don't take none of that. Your pride, your ego, and all of that to your grave, bro.
Take the bones.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, right, well, the way I see it is like, do what you want to do what you love to do, and do it now, but do it respectfully. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Do it respectfully.
As long as, I feel like, even from like my point of view, like say with the culture side, as long as you've kept the culture to a little bit of tradition, and you're still happy and pleasing yourself, like, that's it. Do you know what I mean? Certain people can just go and do one thing, whatever. Like, cool, do that. But I just think not everyone's gonna like what you're doing, and you gotta expect that. Do you know what I mean? Like, say for example, like, cool, like, before I found out my cousin got married on the low key, didn't tell no one. And bro, this was the same cousin I had, like, do you know what I mean? This was like my little baby cousin. Like, we grew up together, and I'm thinking, right, you're not even gonna tell me. Like, so that, for me, that was weird. And obviously the way I dealt with that was I just I didn't want to be part of. Do you know what I mean? You know, like, we're not family, like, and that's how I looked at it, because it's like, we're not. Because if you actually cared about me and you actually thought, actually, he might want to know, you could have at least dropped something. Even after you got married, you'd be like, Shing, I didn't tell you, blah blah blah, I got married. But the way I found out, even though I kind of would have then guessed, because certain things were happening, but because you can't assume in life, it's like, you just take it how it is, isn't it?
So, before cutting this, I feel like if you're going to get in a relationship, just make sure you're prepared to take shit, because whether it's good or bad, or however you want to take it, you're going to get problems along the way. You have to learn to adapt. I'm sorry. And all your toxic bullshit, leave it at the door before entering the relationship. I personally think that.
Nah, for me, it's just, you have to be open-minded with things. When you're getting to know someone's been brought up differently. Someone's been, you know, willing, they've gone a certain way. You just have to also be able to willing to understand that sometimes you ain't cool. It's fair. Like, you could meet someone and you think, fuck it, I ain't putting up with their shit. They don't put up with their shit. But when you know, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. It's like, but when they're bringing up all this fucking baggage and all this broken shit, it's harder. It's harder for you to be loved. So you got to take time with it. You know what I mean? Take time, heal. Once you've healed, do you know what I'm saying? Like, once you start knowing yourself, once you start discovering the person you are, then you can kind of, like, go there. Of course, there's good people with good hearts out there, but fucking hell, like, there's also people with very evil intentions and very bad hearts. So it's just finding a balance. And once you know yourself,
the balance.
And once you know yourself, it's just That's what I mean. And I always feel like certain people change. Do you know what I mean? Cool, you gave your time and heart to the wrong person. Doesn't mean
everyone's like
that.
that.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Don't change because of that. Still stay, be the best version of yourself. That's how I see it. Cool, I've invested time into people, whatever. Cool, they fucked that up. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to change or change the heart and think, oh, fuck this because this one person. That's just narrowing your life. Don't let that one person keep winning because that's what they want. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you just got to keep moving forward. Still have the same heart. I guarantee you, once you give your heart to that one person who knows you can do it, bro, that's your wife, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You found your wife, you found your soulmate, and that's how it's got to be. But although it's hard, but cool, heal, take time, and just do your thing. That's just my point anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
So that's a wrap on this episode. I hope
gang,
this one's been very personal. I hope you lot learned so much from this one because I feel like this one's been a bit personal for both of us.
Trust. Put some pointers in the comments as well, just in case. You know what I mean? Give us some, I don't know, feedback, whatever.
Do you know what I'm saying?
If we're chatting shit, let us know.
What you like, what you don't like.
Like,
subscribe, do all of that shit. Come on. Alright.